Hello both. Here's the update video for you. I'm just going to log on now as a professional and quickly go through the details you want. Brilliant. So of course, in the previous videos, with the majority of the information, so you can add, but I'll obviously scan through it before then go into detail with the practice information, etc. So you've got the basic information, of course, qualifications, the email, all the specialities, the fees, the payment methods they have, the language, etc. All these can be modified. Um, and details, it's just the basic information about the professional and the contact information, so the personal information for that professional. And then here we have practices. You have one called test practice, which is a practice which I put in obviously for the purposes of testing. But in here, with the details, you can set working hours of a practice. So, say for instance, my practice opened at 7 a.m. You click on the area with the bits of elements here, and then you would pick your time. So I would say 7 a.m. Say for instance, quite traditional, finish at 5. I bet we wish we all did those hours. Um, and the hours will obviously be put here. We can then update these hours, so if we're required to work later, etc., on certain days or earlier, we can update that. So you can see, there we go, Monday, my details have now been updated. And on Wednesday, say for instance, people are picking up children, etc., etc., I can say actually we finish at 4. And they can swap and add these dates, and they'll be seeable. So if I go into practices and we just add a new one now, this is how you add a new practice, sorry. You click on the left hand side, you've got your practice details here, and the right hand side here you've got add practice. I'll click that and I'll put in my practice name for practice, I don't know, example 2. Just a secretary. Phone number, just some old phone number that is discontinued now. Email at gmail.com. Town, place, someplace, obviously number, and W something 2PZ. So random postcode and country, UK. So you will add your details for your practice and address and outline it all. Click this create button. So what this will do now is create the practice, and you've got the details here, and we can update these if we want to. So we can say practice 2, click the save button, and success, it's been updated now to practice 2. So you can update all the details. But similar thing, just to show you adding it to a new one, we can do Monday, we'll do 9 a.m. until 6 o'clock, and then we'll do that across Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's quite quick and easy. It remembers your last inputs, because obviously people generally have a routine. So I save the last inputs they've input. So instead of having to do that, retype it, etc. There's something I've recently, not recently now, but previously before finalising the stages was something I added in, because I think it's a lot more convenient for a user. Save changes, and Friday, save changes. So now this practice has working hours Monday all the way to Friday. If you click on a calendar, in here, this would be, as you can see from the previous video, all the essential consultations. So a professional can even add a consultation, which I'll go through in a moment, or if somebody's actually booked a consultation through going to the professional profile and booking the available time slots, it would show here. So, say for instance, sorry if the video is a bit jumpy, I just had to take a phone call, and I couldn't quickly figure out how to pause it, so I accidentally ended up stopping the video. So I've got to, sorry if it jumps a little bit, because I've got to merge it together. Just to go back where I was, on the calendar area here, we can add, obviously, as I said just previously, consultations which have been consultations. Just trying to think the best way to move on. Okay, so we've got the client reason here, which is what I've just added in now, just before I started the video. And I just want to go back to what I just was. I was just getting, sorry for that, just taking a moment for my thoughts. Yeah, you can update the changes here, and those reasons, will be updated. But more importantly, say for instance, a client writing you up, of course you can change the date, but the time and the date. So you change the time and the date by clicking on the blue element and selecting and updating the time. So I want to change this to say 11 a.m. Update changes. That's now been updated to 11 a.m. So that's great. And say, for instance, a client that rings up again says, right, Mr. Professional, please can you, I'm incredibly busy on this day. I double booked. Could you change it to Tuesday, please? All you need to do is click on the element and quite literally just move it to Tuesday, and that will update the time in the database and keep it there for you. And now moving on from this, if you go onto the consultation page, this will obviously, as it suggests, show all the requested bookings that have coming for you to accept or deny, etc. Your upcoming ones and your past ones. So as you can see, a past one here, my past consultation. There's a visit reason for it as a test one quite some time ago, which was done in the past. And say, for instance, it was marked as complete, all finished. I can then go back now and say mark as complete and send a review code to the client. So I click that, and consultation mark as complete. The client will be notified with review code. We'll go through that in a bit. So the consultation complete and review code has been sent, so that shows you here. In here you can see your reviews that people are giving you, your notifications. So the one we've just sent 18 seconds ago is a notification and a log, audit log of everything you've done. So you can always come back and see it. So as you can see here, show more. Last name for the consultant, professional. Last name, obviously the name of the professional, the last name here. Confirm that consultation is complete and you sent a review code. That's just saying you've timed that action, and here you've sent the review code. With the review code, the user will need to use to do a review to test the name of the user to their email address, and that's their phone number. And journal, in here you can add and create journal posts or blog posts, whichever way you want to word it. So on there you click this grey, sorry, it's a bit quick. You click journal here and you click this grey element here. So now I can create a journal. I can say journal 1. I don't know actually, let's just keep it simple. Title. In here on the professional page, you can add in the add profile button, which you click here, and that adds it into this inbox here. And what that does is, when they write the journal, that means they can place their button, which when the user reads their journal, could then see the button, click on it, and actually goes directly to that user's profile. So we'll go through that in a moment, but I'm just going to put some here, test body information. And then you can select the category it goes into, so we're just saying charities, and browse an image. Just some random one would do. And then to do that, you click post. So what let's do is now create the post, and with the image and the title, etc. And we can then edit or delete that. So to edit it, we click the edit element, and we can say title information 1, 2, 3, 4, or we'll update the category, etc. And there it is. So that is, an overview of the professional area. To add in practice details and updating and adding them, the profile. Obviously, can upload an image if they want to. The general details, so obviously the client information and the personal information, the communication with you and the legals. This professionals only. So this is only available to us, not the public users. Okay, now I've gone through the professional interface. I just want to note On the top right hand side here, if you click on the icon, the name, etc., brings a drop down. In there, you can access your dashboard, which is the information here with these tabs, or the public profile. So if a user wants to, say for instance, previously when I added the practice information, and they wanna, they can either see the practice information by clicking practices, manage, set working hours, etc. to see them. But say for instance they wanted to see it quickly, or they wanted to see their profile of what it would look like to the user. What I can do is click over here and click public profile. And what that'll do is show the information, the speciality, which I haven't chosen, reviews, which there aren't any. Obviously none of this is updated, and the article I created earlier will obviously be shown here. And the map of where the user is. So obviously the postcode I've set is in Worcester. If you click on calendar, if you noted previously, the dates I set with the practice called test practice are shown here. So if I click here, of course we can't book an own appointment with ourselves. So previously what I showed you, where you click on the calendar, that's where you would add in your custom consultation. So obviously the message shows there. And there's the two practices I created. So if I click on practice 2, you'll have obviously all the times available for this practice, Monday to Friday. And of course that'll be in the foreseeable future, as you can see here. And all of that just iterates. And to go into the journal, we click on the articles, etc. This is the article, the test information, etc. And learn more by joining LegalList, etc. Some blurb of standard blurb, etc. to go into the template, and the option for an individual to then book a appointment with that professional. So if I log out of this professional here, and I log on with a standard user, there we go, and we've got customer name here. If you noticed, I'm up to date, brilliant, information. And if you noticed previously when I clicked on LegalList Journal, then we've got the test article here, where there's an icon of it. I click on the title, and I click on this icon here because I'm as a standard user to book an appointment. Well, here's the user now. So it's good for SEO purposes for you guys, because this here will, anyway. So I won't bobble on about it, but obviously the more they write, the more increase your index on Google and the search engines, and also legals, and professionals, etc., can feel happy that they're promoting their own information. And hopefully when users read the information on the journals, etc., if they come through organically or directly to them, could promote them to click the button to then learn more and book a consultation. So to do that, what they do is they click here anytime. So say for instance I wanted to do it in this practice. So say for instance I'm far away from this practice, and I actually want to use a test practice because that's closer to me, and I want to book an appointment. Say 9, can't book an appointment in the past. So say for instance I want to book at 8:30 to 9 on Wednesday, and the date today is the 7th of June. You can't actually book consultations in the past. So obviously I'm clicking on loads, that's why the message is iterating, but so that's just stopped people booking appointments in the past. But it's always, because it iterates, the past slots always show as well as the present, because it's their times they're open. It's a bit like a Google business when, the times are always there. So if I go into the future now, let's go way into the future. Not way, but a bit into the future. Say on the 19th, I want to book an appointment between 8 to 8:30. What I do, I click on 8 to 8:30 here, and it says for and until, and it brings in my custom information automatically. And what I do, I type in client phone number, blurb information here, visit reason. Who visited professional before? No. Payment? No free. So I've clicked on that blurb, the element there, and book an appointment. and I've got the appointment here. And what happens, they message to prompt the user, and you notice the time slot is gone now. And if you, sorry, that was too quick. The time slot is gone. So obviously it's available there. It's available there because it's not within that date. But if you go to the 17th of this time, the 19th here, the time slot's there. So it remembers the dates users are picked, obviously, so you can't double book anybody. So if I click on the customer name in the drop down here, and I click on drop dashboard, I've got my upcoming consultations, which are my details and the appointment start and end date. And of course, I didn't put a visit reason, but say for whatever reasons I needed to, can also cancel the appointment, but I won't. So I made that appointment with the professional user I signed in previously with. Sign in. So now, as I mentioned earlier, and I go on my consultations, I will see now my upcoming consultations, and this is hard booked. So basically, what I'm trying to express there is that the professional has stated those set times. So once a booking's been made there, those dates are set, and they'll automatically go into the calendar, which I'll show you in a moment. But this will show the upcoming appointments. I'll go through requested bookings soon. But yeah, so that there's the information for upcoming bookings, so they can see them all. And the time set for book for. So if I go into calendar, that will now be shown on the calendar of the 19th, and the visit reason, etc. And I can add my own notes and change times, etc. So all I just showed you then is a standard user using the calendar system to create an appointment. They create an appointment, that appointment disappears, and then I've just shown you logging on as a professional, seeing consultations and seeing the upcoming ones. So now if I log out quickly of this one, just to go through this information in a bit more detail, and sign on potential as the user. And I go to the journal again, in a similar route as I did previously, and click book an appointment with this professional. I can actually request a consultation as well. So what this means is, say for instance, I need it on Saturday for whatever reason, confidential, etc. I need people there. I can request a consultation, which will then go through to the professional, which I'll show you in a moment, for them to review it. So here, I want it, please can I have it, this practice, etc. All the information here, the phone number, and additional information here. So obviously this will obviously express to the professional why I need this appointment, why it's so important that I've requested it outside of the time frame. So I click submit details, and it's been sent to that professional. So now this is my upcoming definite one, and now if I go on requested, obviously I can see my requested consultation here, and cancel it, etc. And I've come back to what happens when a professional accepts a requested consultation in a moment. So if I click on professional here, and sign in again as a professional, potential, and I click on consultations, I click on requested bookings. So it's my upcoming definite ones of requested bookings. So I can see now, brilliant. I just had a requested consultation come through, additional information, etc. Yep, I'm happy with that. So I accept and create a booking. So I click that, accept and create a booking, and now I specify. So what happens is, yep, I see someone's requested a booking, I contact them, find out a bit more information, and then we agree definitely on a date, and I'm happy with that. I click that, and then I click on, say for instance it was on Saturday the 8th, I click on the time I want, and it remembers the requested consultation details, because obviously you click on that to say, yep, I want to then go through to the calendar now, and then I want to be able to pick the date I want that specifically for. So you click on the calendar and you say the date, so it's interactive. And I'm saying, brilliant, I've now just agreed with my client, it's 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. 11 a.m. and some comments, etc. Just some random blurb here. A comment, reminding me why. I click save changes, and the consultation now goes through with the additional information, etc. Same thing happens Again, if they change it to then, I don't know, a Sunday or Friday, whatever reason, Friday, yeah, actually, it turns out they can do it on the requested times. I just remove that here, but I'm going to put that back on there, just showing you, requested bookings and etc. can all be changed. The dates can be changed, even they don't have to be hard set. So it's easy for the consultant to do that. So I'll go back on consultations now. You'll notice my requested bookings, there aren't any, because I've just confirmed it with the client. And you'll now notice the booking I've set is now come up and the date and time is there.